Hello, Christ Community Church. Welcome to another Wednesday in the Word, where we are looking at the 10th commandment that God gave to His people in Exodus chapter 20. And we see it in verse 17, where the text reads, "You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's." What does it mean to covet? To covet something is to desire something. And the act of coveting in of itself is not necessarily sinful. If I covet godliness, that is a good thing. If I covet Christian fellowship, if I desire Christian fellowship to spur me on in my walk with Christ, that is healthy. However, if the object of what we covet is something that belongs to somebody else, then that desire becomes wrong. That is why in Exodus, God lists specific things that we should not covet. Your neighbor's house, your neighbor's wife, or anything that is your neighbor's for that matter. Why is that sinful? Because at the core, coveting over something that belongs to somebody else is to be dissatisfied with what God has given you. And it shows our lack of faith in His love and His provision. It is when I am discontent with my house that I begin to covet over my neighbor's house. And so we must do battle against discontentment. And one way we do this is by thanksgiving. When I am regularly taking inventory on the blessings and provisions that God has given me, my house, my car, my family, my bicycle, my clothes, even my old computer at my home, then I find myself not coveting. On the contrary, when I bicker about the shortcomings of my house or my car, or when I compare what I have to what my neighbor has, then I lose sight of the blessings of God. I fail to trust Him in His provisions. I fail to recognize that He ultimately is my greatest need. He alone is the only thing that can satisfy my soul. God has given us all that we need through the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. We have eternal life. Everything on top of that is just icing on the cake. So may we be thankful for what God has blessed us with. Don't play the comparison game. Don't covet what your neighbor has. Instead, be content with that which God has given you. Be grateful for it. As the old hymn lyric reads, "Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of the earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace." Well, this is our last Wednesday in the Word for the time being, and we hope that you have been encouraged and equipped in your walk with Christ through these videos. So we will see y'all later. Hope to see you Sunday morning. God bless.